Welcome to the NFL season. I'm your man, Echelon Yazur, and this is the ESPNF NFL Fantasy Sports, and I'm ready to get it kicked off. I am so excited about getting this NFL season going. I've been looking forward to it. I'm ready to get up under the helmet and get into it. I am ready to see what this new season brings. Is going to be one of the most difficult DFS NFL seasons as under the circumstances of what's going on in the world now. But we ready. We are ready to get into this and devour this NFL season. And we're looking forward to it. And thank you for tuning on in. And thank you for tuning on into ESPNF. And I just want to say thank you to America and one of the greatest sports that it has. Yes, football. Yes, sir. Yes. And what we're going to be doing this season in the DFS NFL world is putting out that boatload of money, printing out a boatload, bundles of money. And this is what we tuning in for. And this is what we about to get into. Right now, all we going to break into is the introduction of the new NFL 2020 season. And the first thing that you have to do is get a visualization of what the new season is. We've had big trades and new accusations to teams where you have to see for yourself first what is going on with these new teams and what were the trades and how does it affect the DFS world. And let's get on into this because there's been some major things that has been changed. And you have to think of this year is not going to be the same like last year, DFS. So let's get into this and let's see what are the new additions to the NFL that has changed DFS and the new teams that we're looking at. So we get in here, the first top thing, the main man, Tom Brady. Yes, Tom Brady himself. Man, who would ever think that you would see him in a different jersey than the Patriots? Well, yes, this new NFL season 2020, Brady is in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers jersey. This brings a whole new dynamic for the Buccaneers and a whole new season for Tom Brady, where I feel like it's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder. He's the greatest that has done it. He's the one that has won dynasties of championships. And he's looking to prove without Belichick that he is the one and the only reason why the Patriots have won so many championships as they have. Listen, Tom Brady's coming back with a chip on his shoulder, and he's having some of the best weapons he's going to ever have. And he needs that, and he needs these weapons at this time in his career. It's falling right into his lap with the Buccaneers and one of the best offensive mind coaches and schemers, Tom Brady. Then we have Gronk. Gronk's coming out of retirement to go play with Tom Brady. Yeah, Gronk. This is the Gronk that's coming back. The Gronk that loves to dance and groove and move. Not the, oh, I'm hurt, I can't play another. Not the one where Belichick ran into the ground. Gronk needed that year off. Gronk's going to look better than ever. And now, what do you have this year? The Brady and Gronk connection. And it's not really being looked at as one of the biggest things, and it will be once the season starts. I'm looking for this to be a great fantasy season for Brady and Gronk. Don't sleep on this duel. Gronk didn't come out of retirement just for Brady's health. He came out and also proved to Belichick, hey, we could do it without you. So he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. And that year off was a much needed year off. Much needed. He's coming back fresh legs. So you got to watch out for this Tom Brady and Gronk connection in this upcoming DFS world, because I think it's going under the radar and it could blow up. It can blow up make sure you keep your eye on this Tom Brady and Gronk. I think it could be one of the best fantasy seasons for Tom Brady, definitely. And I think Gronk just looking for him down there in the end zone. And guess what? Now you could do celebrations. So you know him. Look, this right here. They back there. They talking right now. They conspire right now. We back, baby. We back. We about to show the world. Then we got a new trade. So who's taking Tom Brady's place? Cam Newton. Yes, sir. He's back. They saying he's looking 100%. Saying that he's 100%. The only worry is, where does Cam Newton fits with Belichick and the system that he has? Will Cam thrive in the Patriots system? Will the Patriots system become Cam's system? Will it adapt to how Cam Newton played? This is one to keep your eye on, but major change. Big major change. But he's dealing with a committee running back. Edelman, the only receiver who's been established. But they've been saying, look, as you see, in the Patriots practice, he's been looking good. The next eye keeping on, D-Hop. DeAndre Hopkins is not with the Texans anymore. He's with the Cardinals. So this is another big trade on the offensive season that going into this 2020 NFL. You need to keep an eye on. And I'm expecting D-Hop to blow the fuck up. Yeah, with his he's not going to be targeted as much, but his usage his efficiency in the targets that he gets is going to be up. He's going to have probably a touchdown or two every other game. This Cardinals team is going to see, all the Sharps got bias remorse because they was on Murray early. Now we move into Brandon Cooks, who replaced D-Hop. And this is the one that I'm I'm suspicious about. I do like Will Fuller more than Brandon Cooks right now. Cook's been moving team to team. He has days, where, yeah, he does have a good upside, but he hasn't been steady with it. He hasn't been steady like a D-Hop with it. So, I'm suspecting that the Washington, Brandon Cooks is a good guy to watch out for. Then we jump into David Johnson. And I'm not too impressed with this Houston talent that they have around Deshaun Washington. David Johnson, he needs a time machine. I don't know if the Texans can provide you a time machine. Jump back to what he was in the Cardinals backfield, because he let Kenyon Drake take his job. So David Johnson just might be too banged up, too late to return and jump back into that form. He could be a decent running back, but I don't think he'll be what he was. Then we looking at Stefon Diggs. He was hooping and hollering, I want to get out of this Viking. But listen, I think this is a guy to watch for. I think this is a sleeper. Yes, sir. I think he can have big games with Josh Allen and that arm. He's not accurate, but Stefon Diggs is a talented, wide enough receiver to go get it. He'll go up there and get that. Keep your eye on Diggs. He might be a great pick for the DFS sleeping. While people are sleeping on him, Josh Allen, he can sling it. And Diggs can go get it. So watch out for this dude right here. I think they're going under the radar, and I think they might have actually a big, decent year this year. Then we're jumping to Melvin Gordon, coming from the Chargers to the Broncos. And this is the one where I'm cool. I'm not buying into this. Melvin Gordon, Lindsey, committee running backs are not the best for DFS, NFL DFS. And with Drew, the rookie quarterback coming in for his second year, the team doesn't really have fire offense. I'm pass. Then, okay, my bad. Then we got Phillip Rivers going to the Chargers. Who knows? It looks good for if you could pick a running back, because he does dump it off to the running backs a lot. But the Colts can't seem to keep their quarterbacks healthy. I mean, you got Locke, who just he had to retire because they couldn't keep their quarterbacks healthy. They can't. So I don't know how long Rivers is going to last back here. He might start off decent and a little hot, but how long will he last in the Indianapolis offense where they can't keep a quarterback healthy? And they had several people just go and say they can't perform with them because they can't keep them healthy. And another big question mark of going into this NFL 2020 season, Teddy Bridgewater, guy who was a decade back that was supposed to be a challenger, upcoming quarterback. I don't know. I mean, this is really a wait to see. You really just have to wait to see. And then thank you for tuning on in to ESPNF. I'm your man, Echelon. Yes, sir. And this was just a peek into the NFL 2020 season. And now I will be coming out with my top 10 quarterbacks, my top 10 running backs, and my top 10 wide receivers for the NFL DFS season start week 1. But right now, I was just getting our mind and picture into it's not the same old teams. So thank you for tuning on in. Please like and subscribe. I will be having extra content coming out and more content as the season begins. Thank you very much. You have a good day. Yes, sir. This your man, Echelon.